A white woman, Teresa Klein, called the police on a black child. She falsely said groped her. Okay, so we're going to break down the Teresa Klein / corner store Caroline, I think they're calling her. At the end of the day, there's a little bit to this information, and it's a little bit funny that the left, all of a sudden, don't want to. Hashtag believe survivors. Hashtag believe all women. Because, oh, wait, it doesn't fit the narrative anymore, right? I got a bit to say on that. Let's jump into the story. A white woman who called the police after claiming a young boy touched her on the behind in Brooklyn, Delhi, drew a storm of ridicule and criticism on social media on late Friday. She made a public apology to the child. Critics characterized the incident as the latest example of hypersensitive white person calling the police to report black people for dubious reasons. Many detractors imputed racist motives to the woman, Teresa Klein. She was quickly labelled Corner Store Caroline by Jason Littlejohn, 37, a long-life Flatbush resident who recorded the commotion on Wednesday outside of the Sarah Deli Market on Amdala Road, might be pronouncing that. Mr. Littlejohn's Facebook recording of the incident had been viewed 4 million times by Friday evening. Okay. So we do have that video. We will play that for you right now.
Bureau? No, I want the cops here right now. No, I'll talk to you.
I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here.
And our car. Yeah.
Oh, man.
The cops are right down the block. I can go inside.
What happened?
White lady calls the cops on a black lady. I get it. Yeah, they're videotaping.
Mentally ill.
Yeah.
Mentally
Listen, I
ill.
don't care. Listen, you remember me, right? From school, right?
Yeah.
That's right. The son grabbed my ass.
She said
And
that
she
my son
decided
touched her
to
ass.
yell
I'm
at
gonna stay here. So I'm gonna stay right
There's
here.
security
Say
cameras.
your
don't
first
say
son
nowhere.
got that?
Go home.
Let's make it go
Go
viral.
home. No. Let me go.
No, not her.
No.
Come on. She's calling police on a black
Go
woman because of
home.
her.
She needs to go home. Don't do this. This
My
one's
phone
stupid.
number is 646-484-8620.
You
Yeah.
know these cops.
What's that, bro? Like, there we go.
There are officers down the block. They want
Corner Store Carolyn. That's what that is. Don't cry, little man. Don't cry, little man. Because she's calling the cop. That's Corner Store Carolyn. You got a new one. Corner Store Carolyn. Look at that. She's calling police.
Go home. Nobody want to touch your flat ass.
Somebody, she calling
I
police.
just was sexually assaulted
Go
by a child.
home. Go home.
Make her go viral.
She's nasty.
Make her go viral.
Pedophile. You're a pedophile.
Make her go
You're a
viral.
pedophile. You're a pedophile.
Calling police.
This is a
Because the little
pedophile.
kid bust her
You're a
ass.
pedophile. Go home. Let me go home. You pedophile. You pedophile. Ah, he said that little boy touched her ass. She's nasty.
No, she just flashed her badge and threatened to arrest me. Are you serious? So I will be going down to the unit. Are you seriously calling what she was?
Thank you. Because a little kid brushed up against her and touched her on her butt. She's calling police.
Have you ever seen go to my apartment, 280 East 21st Street, apartment 4J, and I am going home. Goodbye, 911 operator. Now, why don't you upload that to World Star?
Go away. What is your problem? I'm calling you out. You seriously just call the police on a child?
On a police officer.
Go away.
No, white lady, I will not.
Okay, white lady.
Look, why y'all, look, don't even get involved no more. Don't even get involved no more, miss, because that's,
That's shameful. You're
Oh,
shameful.
honey, you
Tell
don't
you,
know.
you're shameful.
You cannot shame me. You are a child. You are young enough to be my daughter.
Okay.
You're right.
When you're 33 years old,
If you were my mother,
you would
you'd
do
get
what?
out of my face.
Man, relax, man.
Right, boy, don't get, right, boy, don't you.
You're not getting in her face, man. I'm sorry.
Do what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
She's
man.
not worth it.
That's a word.
One white girl to another.
No,
Yeah,
it don't
make
got nothing to do with
make
white. You
the
don't
point.
need to get
That's
to
what she
the
wants.
entire audience.
She wants the attention. She wants the attention.
No need to get in her face. It's got nothing to do with white or black.
Stop her fucking
Leave her alone. No,
nose
man.
in this
No,
business.
you're being an
Go
asshole.
home.
No,
Go
you ain't gotta
home,
tell her.
white
Don't jump in her
lady.
face.
Go home.
Don't jump in her face.
Isn't that what you said? Go home.
Listen,
white
now you
lady. Go home.
antagonizing.
You are antagonizing her now. You are antagonizing her now.
On earth, what she started? Was it the
I don't know. She just walked by and then she just.
Come on, why you jumping in her face? Ain't nobody
My
gonna
son,
get out of her
grab
face.
your ass.
Yo,
Because
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a cop.
All right, so go back
If you're a cop, then you're supposed to have more sense than that, lady.
Get out of here,
You
man.
ain't no
Can I
cop.
tell
You
you
always
something?
do some
Can I
crazy
tell you
shit all the
something?
time, man. You always do some crazy shit, man. You always do some crazy shit.
I'm good. This is gonna get pushed. You gotta relax.
She always on some crazy shit, man.
She'll get pushed.
Going to store Carolyn.
Seriously, you got my address and
Okay, so yeah, let's keep going. I was just sexually assaulted by a child, Miss Keane is heard saying on the video as she said she was on the phone with the police. The boy, who's about 9, and another child burst into tears outside the store. Bystanders confronted Miss Keane about the incident. The son grabbed my ass as she decided to yell at me. Miss Keane continued in the video, referring to his mother. The video was the first reported by the New York Post. The public shaming of people who behave boorishly or spout racist views has become a feature of modern life in New York City, where nearly a person has a cell phone and residents are not shy about confronting one another, often in colourful language. Last year, a lawyer who threatened to call the immigration authorities on Spanish-speaking employees at a lunch counter made a public apology after the video of his rant was posted online and complaints were made to the state court officials. Miss Keane, 53, returned to the store on Friday afternoon to buy cigarettes and face her neighbours who heckled her as she gave her version of the events to journalists. Then, prompted by a reporter, Miss Keane went inside the store and watched a playback of the Beagle's security camera footage from Wednesday evening. Onlookers crammed inside the Beagle's doorway to watch the screening, their phone cameras pointed towards Miss Keane, playing on the ceiling-mounted flat-screen TV. The video showed the child turning to someone behind him and his backpack brushing Miss Keane's backside as she leant over the counter. Speaking into a television reporter camera, afterwards Miss Keane made an apology. "Young man," she said, "I don't know your name, but I'm sorry." Still, Miss Keane denied that she acted out of bigotry towards the boy or that she harboured racist feelings. She said she was willing to meet with the mother and talk their differences, but complained that the mother had reacted aggressively when she said the boy had touched her. "A woman charged at me with a flash and badge and said that she would arrest me," she said, "and I called 911. Okay, this is interesting. We don't hear anything about this, but anyway. For 3 days, Miss Keane had roundedly criticised on Twitter. Many people took issue with the idea that the boy of his age would even understand what it meant to grope someone, which, yeah, I think that's a bullshit argument. But that's all they can really say in this situation. Look, I'm going to break this down at the end. Let's just get through this terrible article and then we'll keep going. The outrage escalated after the surveillance video from the burger was posted online, showing the boy dressed in a school uniform and carrying a large book bag did not appear to touch Miss Keane. No, but the backpack did. The little kid thought he was going to go to jail for something he didn't do. Miss Littlejohn said in an interview, "I thought it was someone calling the police for unnecessary reasons, especially on a child. Oh, all of a sudden due process actually matters. Boy, isn't that interesting?" Let's keep going. Noah Alexandria, might be mispronouncing, 22, who works at the nearby Baptist church, said the apology was welcome but insufficient unless Miss Keane also dropped her complaint about the mother's behaviour. Well, no, if the mother has behaved badly, then that is not a problem. She hurts all of us in this community because we accuse that one little boy of doing something. You also accuse all of us, Miss Alexandria said. The incident echoed other recent uproars on social media over white people calling the police to make complaints about black people. In Oakland, California, a woman nicknamed Barbecue Becky called the police about black people who she said were barbecuing in a restricted area in a park near Cleveland, and white family called the police after the children mowing the neighbor's lawn accidentally mowed a portion of the family's lawn. In Philadelphia, the Starbucks employee called the police after two black men asked to use the restroom without purchasing anything. More recently, the police were called on a black man near Atlanta who was babysitting two white children. You think something like this only happens in the South, but it's all over the world, said Miss Littlejohn, who had tried to comfort the boy. He's going to be traumatized the rest of his life. This is something that will stick with him. Oh my God, shock, horror. What do you mean? All of a sudden now we want due process. Interesting, isn't it? When the narrative doesn't actually fit their narrative, or when the facts don't fit their narrative, all of a sudden, no, we're all for due process. But when it comes to Brett Kavanaugh, oh no, let's just hashtag believe survivors, hashtag believe all women. Where is those same hashtags for this instance? Or is it the fact that it's only a partisan thing that you seem to care about? The left have literally gone on for weeks going on about how we should just believe women, and regardless of evidence, regardless of facts, regardless of any of that would back up his testimony, we should hashtag believe women. Well, in this situation, why isn't the left hashtag believing women? Oh, because it's not their narrative, right? That literally, that is the only reason. And it's funny because I posted this on Twitter and I got a few angry responses. I wonder why they might be angry about me pointing out the hypocrisy of this. But yeah, at the end of the day, look, do I think this girl overreacted? Maybe slightly. Look, at the end of the day, her back was to the kid. She felt something touch her ass. She thought it was the kid. Okay? We do know the backpack actually went through and actually touched her. So as far as she knows, she's turned around, a kid's walking past, and something has brushed onto her ass. So, look, do I think she might have overreacted? Yeah, a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think in her mind, she was right to go through and to think that someone has touched my ass. Because guess what? Something did touch her ass. It was a backpack though. It wasn't him. So look, yeah, she overreacted. She's apologized to the kid. That's all fine. I don't have a problem with that. I do want to know what happened with the mother and this Caroline, Cornerstone Caroline. I want to know what happened there because the media doesn't seem to be talking about that. So did the actual mother overreact? Look, at the end of the day, yeah, this sucks for the kid. And this is why we don't believe hashtag women. This is why we have due process. This is why we do not go through and drag people's names through the mud for weeks on end because we're trying to save a seat for the Supreme Court. Right, Democrats? And this is what pisses me off about them. The fact that the left will sit there and they will push these narratives. But it seems to only be a partisan thing. It seems to be only that, oh, now all of a sudden this doesn't work for us, so we're just not going to do it. We're going to stick our fingers in our ear and go tra-la-la-la-la, and hopefully no one will remember 2 weeks ago when we were saying the complete opposite. Holy dooly, oh my God, imagine my shock. But I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Some people are saying this is different because the kid's 9. Really? Brett was, what, 15 when this supposedly happened? Not much of a difference in age. So, do you think there is a difference between this situation with Brett Kavanaugh and this young kid? It is the left who hashtag believe survivors, believe women, push that narrative for weeks on end. Should they go through and follow the same response when it comes to this woman? Or is this a different situation because of his age? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.